There you are. You know exactly what you've done.
You sound like you are going through the hair.
Long ago, in a city far away, there lived a merchant
who was so successful in all of his business speculations that he grew enormously rich.
which was handy because he had 6 children.
3 boys and 3 girls.
And the staff of 27.
The merchant's eldest son
Was incredibly intelligent.
he spent hours in the library with his head in books.
His latest obsession being astrology.
Astronomy! Papa!
Isn't that what you said?
No!
Did you know that there are millions of suns in the universe? There are chances of being other ones I
That's
like.
enough now.
Sit down, Andre, there's a good boy.
But Mama, I don't want to sit down. I get
Go!
still.
Disobey your mother.
Mercy, Andre.
Sorry, Anwar.
The merchant's second son
Papa!
loved all kinds of sports. He spent his days playing tennis, football, and
Nothing!
sit down now, that's enough.
Lateral!
His clothes were always untidy, and his knees were constantly crossed. Sit down now, there's a good boy.
But Mama, I don't want to sit down.
Don't disobey your mother.
Mercy, Philippe.
Silly animal.
Papa, just sit still.
The merchant's youngest son
Mon petit chou.
was dreadfully indulged by his mother.
Mama bought me a big machine for making icy cream. I was playing with Phyllis. Then you can play with Phyllis.
Oh!
Give me that.
You keep it, darling. But do sit down now. There's a good boy.
Really? I don't want to sit down.
Down!
Merci, Emile.
Sorry, Anwar.
Papa!
What's going on?
Nothing, dear.
Nothing much.
The merchant loved his sons,
Papa!
but his pride and joy were his daughters.
The eldest girl was utterly...
Ugly! Charming and graceful.
She was especially...
Spiteful! Gifted as a cellist.
At school, she always...
Chases in exams! Came top of her class.
She was academically brilliant.
Copied Andre's homework.
Yeah.
With no apparent effort. She copied Andre's homework.
Yeah.
Her school report was full of...
Lies. Embarrassing praise.
She was fluent in...
Lies! Latin, Greek, and Italian.
Her essays were adorned with...
Lies! Ah! Her essays were adorned with gold star admiration.
You're also very clever, Veronique.
And
What?
Beautiful.
not
Yes, of course.
Merci, Veronique.
Mama.
I don't know what
You
did I say?
wouldn't understand.
What?
The merchant's second daughter
Was very...
Stupid! Different to her big sister.
She was really...
Sick! Less interested in her studies.
She was exceptionally...
Boring! Pretty and attractive.
Her mind was full of...
Sawdust! Wedding dresses and pink ponies.
And her heart was full of...
Poison! Romantic heroes
husbands
The twin passions of her life.
Vanity and pride!
were fashion and cosmetics.
Vanity and pride!
Her greatest talent was...
Vanity and pride!
Dancing.
Mercenary class. The eldest girls were either the best of friends.
Promise me my best friend until we die.
On some free.
Maridico!
Or the worst of enemies.
I'm going to rip out her liver and set fire to her hair! Help! I'm in the heat! Smutty, ugly girl! Say your prayers, Bunny! Fight!
The eldest girls could never agree on anything for very long. There was always one thing which united them.
Always! Always and forever!
And that was the birth of our sixth child.
Ah!
Even as a tiny baby, she was so wise, so confident.
She seemed to know us already.
We couldn't find a name for her at first. And then,
Clement Beau.
her very first words.
Clement Beau. How beautiful is the world.
What a bizarre thing to say.
Perhaps we should call her Beauty.
Splendid idea.
Parents! Think of the implications! Papa! I've looked this up in a very large book and Beauty is not a proper name. She should be called Crying Blob. Exactly. Crying, smelly, vomiting blob from hell! Exactly. Couldn't we send her back now, Papa? Right. Or put her up for adoption? Exactly. Aha! Flying Beauty!
The boys soon fell in love with their little sister.
Don't want to play with you, Blob!
But the eldest girls could never quite forgive Beauty for coming into their lives.
Flying baddies.
Beauty took it all in her stride. In fact, she was so self-contained and so modest that sometimes I found it hard to believe that she was actually ours.
Shark attack!
The boys worshipped their father. They listened in wonder as he spun tales of far-off places where he created silks and precious materials.
The eldest girls enjoyed a more glamorous and glittering lifestyle, regularly attending gala evenings to the opera, the theatre, and the ballet.
Last night at our box of the ballet, I was offered a chocolate by the Duchess du Camembert, who is third reserve lady in waiting.
And at the stage door of the theatre all last week, the King's tendercoat kissed me full on the lips, then put his hand on mine.
What?
Girls, Papa has arranged for you to meet the very eligible sons of Monsieur Bonnet and Monsieur Barrault.
Barrault, the vinegar merchant.
Bonnet, the horse meat millionaire.
Papa, I'll marry a count.
Papa, I'll marry a prince.
But not the son of a merchant.
No.
Never.
No.
Never. No.
The family lived in an expensive house in the heart of
Paris!
The house had been especially designed for the merchant. It was the envy of all the business partners.
It had 12 bedrooms,
A staff of 36.
a ballroom, a stable, extensive servant quarters,
And a living ballet master.
but despite its size,
12 bedrooms, over 4 floors with a staff of 45.
the eldest girls were always complaining.
I need a library of my own now, Papa.
But despite the little frustrations and the difficulties,
We've only got 3 fountains.
the family were happy in their own way.
The years run like water through our fingers.
And every day seemed to pass so quickly. Soon the children grew up.
The 5th of May.
Beauty's 5th birthday.
C'est à tantôt, ma chère amie, de nous lasser, parler d'amour. C'est à tantôt, ma chère amie, de nous lasser, parler d'amour. The 7th of May, the day my mother died. Oh, Mama, ma chère Mama, tu m'as quitté, tu es parti, My mother, she loved me, she held me, she kissed me, and then she died.
The merchant threw himself into his work.
Papa!
He spent recklessly.
Papa!
He invested foolishly.
Stop it!
He made dubious deals with dishonest partners.
No!
What?
No!
Their beautiful house. School reports.
My ballet slippers.
Toys. Burned down to the ground. Then the merchant's business collapsed.
Why?
Storm sunk his ships.
No!
Dishonest partners ran away, taking all that was left of the merchant's fortune.
From wealth and comfort, the family sank into poverty. Stop unpaid. There's no money to pay you. I'm sorry.
Au revoir. All that was left of the merchant's empire was a derelict farmhouse and assorted livestock.
What does that say?
In a country. The eldest girls were horrified at the prospect of living in such an isolated spot. Horrified at the prospect of
Slugs, snakes, provincial people.
Papa, this rural folly is simply out of the question. Our dear friend would be simply suicidal at the prospect. You go if you must. Mary Claire and myself are staying put.
What's she say?
What's wrong with Papa?
He's sulking. He's grieving. Feeling sorry for himself. His heart's broken.
Look, he made some stupid business decisions and now he thinks that he can just bury his head in the sand. Well, it's not good enough, is it? Because let's be honest, who's really going to have to deal with all of this at the end of the day? Veronique! Exactly! And this is such a bad time for me. Why can't Papa just get up and do something? The stupid, selfish, get up and find me a husband. I need a father, not a failure. What's this? For my best friend. Dearest V, so sorry to hear about the awful disasters which have assailed you of late, but I'm afraid I just can't help.
I've been so busy, what with end of year exams, skiing and tennis. I really just don't have a second. I mentioned your troubles to Mama. She said they were a judgment from God based on your vanity, envy, spite and pride. Seems a bit harsh, but worth thinking about, eh? Enjoy the country, be yours, Camembert.
That's your best friend. I'll be in half, Billy boy.
Oh, Mama, ma chère Mama, tu m'as quitté, tu es parti, tu ne viens pas quand j'ai pleuré, j'ai cherché un answer. Oh, Mama, ma chère Mama, il n'y a personne pour me réconforter.
Goodbye, Paris. Goodbye, old life. Goodbye. Let's go.
What's that bleak expanse of muddy grass?
The country.
And that big tall green thing?
It's a tree.
And the pile of old stones? Why you home? Tell us it's not true. We can't live here, Papa.
It's all we have left.
If you want shelter, really much repair this cottage. And if you want to eat, you need to plant seeds in the earth. We need to pull fish from the river and draw water from the well. Ah! What's that? Dinner!
It was hard, those first 2 months. Our soft city hands soon got blistered and cracked. You see, none of us had done any kind of physical work before. In Paris, we'd lived in kind of a dream that rested upon the efforts of others. We had servants to dress us, to tidy up our mess, to put food in our mouths. So it wasn't easy, digging fields all day, going to bed exhausted and hungry, and waking up at 5 a.m. to shovel horse dung and clean out pigs.
Wakey, wakey! Rise and shine!
By the time Christmas Day had arrived, we'd made life bearable. Dinner!
This year we picked enough grapes to make half a dozen bottles of our very own wine. Merry Christmas! That's good. Really, really good. This year I'll have a Penstone wall, tickled 3 trout and haven't fallen over once in 5 months. Merry Christmas! It's nice. This year I skinned rabbit and stole some honey from a beehive. Cheers! Disgusting! What's that?
Oh dear.
Bad news?
One of my ships, which have been feared lost, is found.
Papa!
The star of the morning sky is standing in the port of Marseille. with a cargo of pearls.
How much is that worth?
Millions.
Thank God! The end of poverty!
How far is Marseille?
Let's get going now! We bring us back presents?
Yes, of course.
But don't we need you in the fields?
I'll be back.
We're going back to Paris!
Right.
We're staying in the country!
Yes.
First nights of the ballet!
Posh frocks and tiaras.
Oh, we need a ball for the cat!
I'll get two.
Papa! It's important that you're really clear at this point.
Posh nosh with posh chaps.
Right.
We need a wine press.
Yes.
Rivers of perfume.
Flooding and flowing.
Machine for making ice cream.
It's coming, it's coming.
Papa! You set me an impossible situation.
You can all have everything. Everything your little hearts desire.
It's not possible to say yes to both parties because what they each want is so mutually exclusive. And although it might make you feel good saying yes to everybody all the time, it is an unsustainable position. When you finally come to make a decision on it, one party doesn't even feel really disappointed and hurt.
Andre, you're absolutely right.
So, we're going back to Paris.
Yes.
We're staying in the country!
Right.
I give up. I'm starting to give up.
Beauty, what can I bring you?
Just come home safely.
What a prude.
Beware of making promises you can't keep.
Let me buy you something.
Who knows what could happen in Marseille?
One gift won't break us.
There is one thing, Papa.
Here it comes.
Bring me a rose. A wild red rose. It will cost you a little, but it can be my dowry.
It's sad she feels compelled to walk this crooked path. She's trying to make herself look virtuous and humble with her request. I'd like to rip out her windpipe and cut some her lungs. I'd like to pick out her eyes and eat them off her spit.
Listen to what they're saying, Pa.
Charles, please, let's enjoy my spirit.
Why do I bother?
Beauty, it's too soon for you to be thinking of marriage. You'll be required to keep your father's company for many years yet to come.
Soon I will leave here and make my own life.
I forbid you to think such a thought. Do you hear? Beauty?
We've fallen out, we've climbed out of the pit of poverty and fallen into the lap of luxury. Why is she so quiet? Just another attention-grabbing strategy.
Right, children, fetch me my horse.
Le cheveu de mon père, le cheveu de mon père, le cheveu de mon père, la vieille Mariette, le cheveu
arrived in port, as the letter had promised. But the merchant's dishonest partners had repossessed it, sold it off cheaply for a quick profit. And though the merchant took his partners to the law, and though he proved his case, the legal proceedings took 9 months, and with the cost of litigation, the merchant was left with nothing. His fortune had escaped him. To add to his disappointment,
Come on, old nag.
as he began his journey home, a snowstorm blew on. said the merchant, who was confused.
I'm confused.
Who cares, thought the horse, who was not confused but delighted.
I'm sorry, but how can there be both blossom and fruit? And where's that carpet of snow?
Before he could conclude his important contemplations, a stairway appeared. The banisters were ivory and the steps were solid gold. Up he climbed, higher and higher, higher and higher. Soon he was above the clouds. The forest stretched out beneath him like a frozen lake, and when he reached the top, he stopped and screamed.
I'm standing on the roof of the world.
He saw a lapis lazuli door with a handle of tears. He opened the door and stepped inside.
Ah,
He woke to find himself in a huge hall at the path of the palace.
what's that smell?
The scent of jasmine filled the air.
Oh, my giddy aunt.
He was overwhelmed by the magnificence of the architecture
Will you cop a look at that?
and astonished by the sunlight streaming and flooding through the stained glass windows.
Ooh,
His stomach rumbled.
pardon me.
He hadn't eaten for 2 days.
I'm starving.
Instant hunger gripped his stomach.
Meat, cake, snails.
Food filled the room.
Now I must find my host and thank them for this fabulous feast.
As he scuttled down the empty corridors,
Thank you,
he was concerned
thank you,
because he couldn't spot a living soul.
thank you,
Couldn't even spy a servant.
thank you,
Each room was utterly empty.
thank you,
One was the size of a foot.
thank you.
On the ceiling, sun shone, moon spun, and eagle soared. On the walls, tapestries teemed with tremulous light. Kingfishers dived into turbulent rivers, and swirling clouds of butterflies flapped tiny embroidered wings. On the floor, a carpet of dreams, rippling with a million colours and wet with as many tears. Just as the merchant was wondering what the carpet would look like in a delicate shade of the softest pink,
Carpet turned pink.
the merchant had suffered years of grief and bitter disappointment. He lost a home, a business, a wife.
Pink, pink, pinkety pink.
But here, in the intense magic of the palace, his pain began to melt like a snowball in a pan of boiling water.
Charge, 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 charge.
Images of glory were reborn in his brain.
Shaloo, shalad, shalapadapada.
He was hurling unhappiness out of his heart
Tack, 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 tack.
and shaking sweet sadness out of his soul.
Shaloo, shalad, shalapadapada.
He was alive. He was happy. He was free.
Even Veronique and Mary Claire would be happy to live here.
The merchant began to run around the palace, making an inventory of all its precious treasures.
Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Treasures he believed now belonged to him.
Shaloo, shalad, shalapadapada.
Lost in his dream of power and wealth, the merchant galloped into the gardens of the palace.
What odoriferous odours have these awful orchids?
He was very far gone.
You sensuous, sexy statues.
He felt like a man again,
What breathtaking topiaries.
ready to resume his position
A cup of cottage cheese, Count.
at the pinnacle of prosperous
A hunk of ham, Your Highness.
and fashionable
A piece of pineapple, Prince.
Parisian society.
I love this place. This palette, which is mine, mine, mine. Sister Butterfly, come float off tapestry duty, sister. Come float about my near, sweet wing. Let me feel hot breath on me neck. Ooh, and kisses. Naughty sister, and lips. Oh, I shall lose my wits to your wicked gold lips. Brother son, hide your blushes. In the west. Oh yes, I'm talking to you. You know the score. Come on, move it, matey. Chop, 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 chop.
A path of pearls and a handle of tears.
I thought I'd die in poverty, a failure in my children's eyes.
And then he saw the rose bush.
Who gave you permission to steal Master's rose?
What?
Nothing can help you now.
Ingratitude!
What?
You tested pleasure, now steal Master's rose.
But I didn't know it belonged to
Excuses!
No excuses.
Punish!
Master will punish you.
Mercy, mighty lord.
Flattery!
Not Lord, beast. Master hates flattery.
Beast, in the name of justice and mercy and truth, let me speak. Don't condemn me without hearing my story.
Why steal rose?
I couldn't, I looked,
Ah!
Master doesn't understand a word.
I took the rose as a gift of beauty.
Beauty?
My youngest daughter.
You steal! Must punish!
How will you punish me?
Will eat you!
My God, eat me?
Alive!
Or bring beauty, the beast's bride!
But my daughter could never marry a man of your state of speech. She must marry the son of a peasant. I'm poor. I can't even give my girls a decent dowry.
I seek no profit merchant. She is herself a dowry.
But it's not.
Eat and be, or daughter give. Decide.
To be eaten alive, or to give them my daughter. What kind of a choice is that? I took you for a gentleman beast, a man of honour and reason. Surely you will not behave like a tyrant.
Ah!
How would it profit you to eat? How?
Ah!
How many fathers have been eaten? How many daughters disappeared?
Ah!
Why do you steal them, beast?
Because beast, because must.
Who could compel you to do anything?
To be,
Yes?
eat and be, or daughter give. Decide. 1 month.
What?
Go home, decide, come back.
I see.
1 month.
Thank you, beast.
Give sacred word.
I promise that I will return in 1 month.
Don't cross. fingers behind back.
If you run, I run faster. If you hide, I will find.
I give you my sacred word that I will return in 1 month. Give you my daughter, or to be eaten alive.
Tonight, guest. In morning, travel home. Safety, comfort. Showroom. For beauty. Sleep well, merchant.
Follow me. Yahoo!
Very nice.
In morning, travel home.
Yes.
Sleep well, merchant.
I doubt it.
Sleep well, merchant.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
You seem to be stuck.
Thank you. Thank you. Malfunction.
Can I help?
Thank you. Hit me. Malfunction. Thank you. Hit me harder. Malfunction. Dang.
Is that better?
Thank you.
Oh no, still stuck.
Malfunction. Repair. Successful.
Oh, excellent.
Sleep well, merchant.
Thank you. Can I ask you a question?
Anything.
What's your name?
Beastman.
And what are you?
Machine. Master made me to serve guests.
Oh, do you have many guests?
Not many.
Oh, no, I thought not.
Anyway, good night, merchant.
Good night, please, man. Will I be eaten alive? Or will I lose my daughter? Can't think. Too tired. Too hard.
Good morning.
Good morning, please, man.
Sleep well.
No, not a wink, you daft robot.
Sleep well.
Yes, very well, thank you.
Breakfast.
You know, I wouldn't mind if I ate a little nibble at this. Chocolate, biscuit, and you?
I am a witch.
Oh, hello, witch.
I bring a present from the master. This is the beast's horse.
She fly faster than the wind. Wind. Thank you. She fly faster than the wind.
If you bring beauty, she must come in full knowledge of what waits her here. Nothing must be hidden.
Right,
You may not force her. She must come of her own free will.
right.
It's time.
I can't ride that creature.
You must. Just say, take me to where I must go.
Take me to where I must go. What use is a month?
The merchant was troubled.
I should have forced that monster to eat me on the spot. Then there's been speedy end to this hideous mess.
But he couldn't help thinking.
What would Beauty say if she knew the full story?
You see, he couldn't help feeling.
Getting married is not quite as bad as being eaten alive.
So he couldn't help wondering.
Would Beauty marry Beast to save her father's life?
What father wouldn't wonder thus?
No, I can't ask her that. I'll enjoy this month with my children. I'll embrace them, give them my blessing, and prepare them for my departure. Then, when the month is up, I shall return to the palace and give myself some peace. There we are, a decent solution. I'm resolved.
And then he saw his home.
Papa!
You came back alive. Huh?
Where's my present? Exactly.
Oh, how you've grown.
What did you expect it to do? Shrink? You've been away for 14 months. 36 hours, 2 minutes, and 2 days.
Oh, my little ones.
Father,
Beauty, you asked for a rose. Take it.
What happened?
It will cost your father dear.
I don't understand.
is she the only one who's going to get a present? Exactly, well that just about takes the cake and puts the cherry on the biscuit.
Not now, though.
Where's my hand cream? And my new dress?
Shut it!
My lacy gloves! And my lipstick?
Witches!
Let's all calm down now, shall we?
What about me? Me! What about me?
We're all a bit trained up because Papa's just...
What about me?
Father, what happened?
So the merchant told them the whole story. You found your ship?
All my dreams came true.
Told them their fortune was lost.
My dowry!
I won the case.
Told them of his cold night in the forest.
You slept in a tree?
My life was spared.
Told them of his first glimpse of the palace.
Completely translucent.
Invisible and visible, all at once.
And the pathway of pearls.
It doesn't make any sense.
And the golden stair. You were above the clouds!
Right next to the sun.
And the magical rooms. Tapestry. The animals.
Flapping in fabric.
And the carpet of dreams.
But carpets can't dream.
It changed colour with my thoughts.
He told them of his ecstatic liberations.
You were dancing with the butterflies.
I was alive. I was happy. I was free.
He told them about the rose.
Huh?
And the witch.
Ooh.
And the beast.
No!
He told them of his promise to return in 1 month to be eaten alive.
No, Papa! She's so horribly selfish.
What's your shop, Papa?
We will defend you. You can't leave me.
Mes informs.
He told them of his promise to return in 1 month, or to give beauty to the beast, to be his bride.
No! I'll go in her place.
You won't marry a boy.
Don't even think about it, Beauty.
She's killing our Papa.
Beast is a tyrant.
Ça suffit.
Why didn't she ask for a normal kind of present?
I asked for the rose. I will go to the palace.
I won't let you, Beauty. What father would?
To save your life. What daughter wouldn't?
You can't sacrifice yourself for me.
If I marry the beast, I'll be the wife of a rich and powerful man. The mistress of a magical palace.
Beauty.
It's my duty.
No!
My destiny.
No! Wait! Well, that seems like a reasonable solution. Absolutely. And think of this. When the glamorous wedding is over, when all the guests have gone home, the beast is sure to eat Beauty all up, and when she's chewed and cracked and shut out the other end, we have Papa all to ourselves.
Brothers, is brutality the only response you can summon up to resolve this conflict?
Papa, look what they're doing to Veronique.
Now! Is oppression going to solve this problem in the long run?
Exactly. No bread bully boys. Untie me or I'll cut you up.
Right, let me give you a hand at that.
Beauty. We'll spend this last month together, and then I'll go to the palace and give myself to the beast.
No!
I'm going.
No!
I'm going.
No!
The months Every day the merchant tried to change his daughter's mind. Every day she was resolute.
It's time.
Beauty said nothing.
I'm going, Beauty.
Beauty said nothing.
I've lived my life. Yours has only just begun.
Beauty, say something!
I know a cave in the mountains behind a waterfall. It's huge. We'll run away, all of us, and live in there.
If you run, he will run faster. If you hide, he will find.
He smells of the blood or the flesh of his victims!
Why would he kill me if he wants me for his bride?
Go who eat you alive.
It will be a speedy death.
You can barely utter a sentence.
And yet, he kissed you on both cheeks.
He looks like an animal in a field.
You said he was a magician who ruled a magical palace.
He's a cannibal who will eat you.
A place that softened your heart and freed your soul.
Beauty, I'm your father. I love you. I must nurture you, defend you from all harm. These are the sacred duties of a father. I have no choice. You live in my heart.
You have protected me, nurtured me, loved me, and I will always feel blessed to have been your daughter. But now I must be free. It's time to give the final gift, Papa. Give me up. Let me go.
What's this?
The beast's horse. Come to collect me.
Help me get these ropes off, sis. Sure.
Farewell.
I'm going.
No!
Hold her fast.
Won't let you go.
Unhand me.
Let me go.
Hold her tight.
I've given my word.
Won't let you go.
My sacred word.
Beauty, come on! Now we help her get on the horse. Andre!
Take me to.
Stop! Do I get past our sister? Let's knock him down, sister.
Take me to.
Stop!
Will I get past me, Beauty? Prepare to die! Just say the words, Blob, and never, ever come back!
Take me to where I must go. I'm not afraid to live my life, whatever that may bring.
Beauty can sleep a wink on her first night in the palace of the beast.
Who are you?
I am your maid.
Have you come to take me to the beast?
I am your maid.
What are these things?
Furniture.
Welcome, Beauty.
Welcome, furniture.
Shall I comb your hair?
I don't think.
You do with it. Welcome, Beauty.
Welcome, table. Ow, be careful.
I am your maid.
Ow!
Sorry, my first day.
Me too. Ow.
Lovely hair you have.
Thank you.
Ow. You should brush it more often.
Welcome, Beauty.
Welcome, wardrobe.
Open.
A dress and a pair of shoes.
What did you expect? It's a wardrobe.
But are these for me, maid?
Of course.
Beast made dress for you. Made me for you.
Beast.
Welcome, Beauty.
Welcome, screen.
Open.
I can manage, thank
and your name.
Welcome, beauty.
Who are you?
I am a witch.
Have you come to take me to see me?
I will be your guide and mentor here in the palace. Here, you will live a life of work and order. You'll rise each morning at 6. I will visit you for meditation and blessing. The rest of your morning will be divided equally between study and palace exploration.
What's meditation?
Listening to the words that come out of silence. Now, I will bring down the lights.
I feel full of light.
All beings contain the light. Hidden inside. It must be revealed. This is my work.
The beast man, my father met you. Malfunction.
Speaking function fixed science. From the master.
Thank you. Excuse me.
And who are you?
Beast made me.
Oh, beast made us all, Buttercup. Question is, are you made for me? Let's meet later, just the two.
No chance. Beast wants me to join him for supper at 8 o'clock.
Answer?
Tell him I accept.
To the master.
Until then, beauty, you are free to explore the palace.
I recommend a room of mirrors.
What's that? Big room, lots of mirrors.
Clever clocks. It's really, really, really good.
How do we get there?
Close your eyes.
To the east of the sun, to the west of the moon, carry us to our chosen moon. To the east of the sun, to the west of the moon, carry us to our chosen moon. East, west, sun, moon, carry beauty, chosen moon. East, west, sun, moon, carry beauty, chosen moon.
The room of mirrors.
Wow, smart move, metal man.
Stick with me, I'll show you a good time.
Yeah, sure.
Exploring.
Look what I found. Lovely locket. What's inside? An inscription.
Breathe on it and rub.
Beauty, beauty, sing more
Beauty.
Good evening. I don't like this piece, so we should stop. Please go back to your place.
Beautiful.
How did that happen?
Magic table.
Oh dear.
What?
Nothing. Enjoy your supper.
Sit. Eat.
I'm not hungry.
Why?
My hands are shaking. I feel sick to the stomach. I don't think I can even manage a mouthful.
Frightened?
I think it'd be safe to say I'm absolutely terrified.
Why?
I'm eating supper with a creature who threatened to eat my father and may at any point choose to eat me.
Not eat.
You don't want to eat me?
No, not ever eat people.
Why did you threaten to eat my father?
Ah!
It's a simple question, answer me.
Ah!
Why did you threaten to eat my father?
Because beast, because must.
That doesn't get us very far then, does it? You know what, Beast, I've had enough of this.
Ah!
You may roar at me as much as you like after I have finished speaking, but until then, I beg you give me the courtesy of listening. Beast, you have terrorized our family, you've made our lives a misery. You threatened to kill my father after a minor offense of stealing a rose.
Ah!
And then leave me no little choice but to come to your prison, like a little princess.
Ah!
You're a tyrant, Beast, nothing but a playground bully.
Ah!
Speak words!
No words to speak my heart.
Oh, you may use limited vocabulary, but when you speak your words, they emerge with clarity and power. Granted, your conversation style is unconventional, but it is honest. Many men employ clever words and elaborate sentences to cover up their vile intentions. Yours suggests an open and honest heart. Now, come and sit down. I don't think that I think less of you by the way you speak. Let's have no more growling or rolling on the floor in the middle of supper.
For you.
Your roses are so perfect.
Rose garden first thing I make here.
I see.
Sit. Eat.
Yes, please, I'm starving. I think I'll have some soup.
Good.
Too good to eat with a spoon.
Enjoy.
The best.
More.
No, I think I want some roast beef.
Beef. Sauce.
Horseradish, yummy. Did you prepare this meal, Beast, and the magic table and the mechanical servants?
For you.
You are a real beast. Like two creatures in the same skin. A civilized gentleman and a primitive creature, the gentleman confused by the animal, and the animal confused by the gent. You must live in great pain. You suffer deeply. Well, let's have some dessert. In here? Strawberries! Figs! Pomegranate! A self-replenishing fruit dish, what a splendid idea! What do you prefer? Strawberries?
With cream.
Oh, I think I'll have the same with you. Why did you want me here, Beast?
To be Beast's bride.
Yes, have been aware of your intentions for some time, and I've considered your proposal deeply.
And
I believe that any marriage brought through force or fear could never be truly happy. I think that marriage should be brought by two souls who share deep love and joy for one another, two souls that share a natural attraction for one another.
and
I will only marry you when I can put my hand
hand in my heart and know that it's full of love and joy. And if that day comes, then I'll consent to be your bride. But if it never comes, then you may torture me in your deepest, darkest dungeon, but I will never marry you.
No words till then.
No words till then. I need a glass of water. Thank you.
Tomorrow?
Let's meet tomorrow. I enjoyed our supper.
Good night, Beauty.
Good night, Beast.
Follow me. Your room.
Thank you.
Sleep well, Beauty.
I will.
Oi!
What was that?
Dress off, nighty on.
Right, okay.
Evening, mistress.
Evening screen.
Open. Open.
Don't like this at all.
Open. I'll get him out.
Good plan. Hello, Daffodil. Kiss me.
Out.
Oh,
We're over, Metal Man.
only just begun, Bluebell.
Got to help Mistress.
If you leave, I'll kill myself.
Don't fall for that. Do you love me so much?
Come in and cuddle.
No way.
Night, where's my nightie? Coming, Mistress.
Please don't leave.
Nightie.
Witch!
Ah!
Not behind there!
Ah!
Good evening, Witch. Good evening.
Good evening, witch. How was supper? The food was delicious.
And the conversation?
Improved dramatically after a tricky start. He's such a fascinating creature.
He is unique.
We're going to eat for supper tomorrow.
I see. Now hurry up and press before bed.
I don't think I have much left to say.
Be silent and sincere. The words will come.
Why is silence so important to you, witch?
Everything comes out of silence.
How can I thank you for all that you've done for me?
You are receiving. That is enough.
Today, I feel like I've become a better person.
You must prepare to break leaps and discoveries in the palace. Now, you've had quite a day. It's time for bed. Good night.
Good night, witch. Night, maid.
Thank Mistress.
Why is the screen still open?
Because Beastman is...
Going to put oil on screen hinges in the morning.
But that's not...
That's not a problem.
But I didn't...
Screen's a bit rusty, Mistress.
I'll see you in the morning.
Night, mistress. That was close.
Maids, we lie to Mistress.
Don't fret, Bluebell.
Maid, embarrassed screen.
Shut it, or I'll screw your panels. Go to sleep. Now we talk.
Not now, low on fuel.
Want a bobo berry, babe? A drink?
Fill me up.
Petrol and paraffin smoothie?
In here.
Better.
Much.
Want a present?
No. What's that?
Engagement ring.
It's a pusher from the inner drive shaft propeller.
Will you marry me?
Okay,
Kiss now.
please.
Lovely. Oh. Night, night.
With your eyes, see more with your eyes. Every night, like 7 years at the same time and on the same spot, Beauty bottled up her hopes and fears unknown. Every morning she practiced her meditation and received her blessing. On each passing day she grew stronger and deeper and more fully herself. Beauty soon overcame her fear of the beast, and over time felt a deep affection for it, and he for her. They shared somehow every evening without fail, and learned to listen to each other and share in a way that only especially friends can. You have seen Beauty's first day in the palace of the beast. Now, we must show you the day that proved to be almost her last.
Ma belle mignon, ma belle mignon, réveille-toi, ma belle mignon, ma belle mignon. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Morning, mistress.
Morning, maid.
Must begin.
What?
The day.
Of course.
Mustn't be late. Wait here 1 minute.
Sorry, maid.
Morning, mistress.
Morning, Screen.
These sent you a new dress.
Thank you. Did my books arrive?
Not yet.
Hello, Bluebell.
Not talking to you.
Is that my books?
Yes, mistress.
Place them on the table, please.
Alchemy, algebra,
Bluebell?
apple robin,
I don't understand.
botany, Buddhism,
What have I done?
bird watching,
Bluebell?
chemistry, Christianity,
What have I done?
liver oil management.
Please tell me.
What do you think?
Really, really lovely.
Morning, Rich.
Good morning. Demonology, dermatology, dog biscuit baking.
What happened, Beauty? Last night, I dreamt of my father. He was far out of sea, bobbing up and down beneath the waves all alone. I was just above him as if I could fly. I tried to reach out, but I couldn't quite reach him, and the waves began to get stronger, and he swallowed more and more water, and then I woke up.
Dreams come and go, Beauty. Silence is always present.
A flowing
beauty of Tunji.
Enough! I'll bring down
Wait,
the
I
light.
don't want any of this anymore. I want to go home.
Only peace can release you.
Where is he?
Making a new room for you.
Take me to him.
As you wish.
There always seems to be another twist in the road.
There is no end to the journey, beauty. Follow me.
Oh no! What's happened?
Beauty's leaving the palace.
Master won't let her do that. And what's up with you, Bluebell?
Saw you flirting in kitchen with another maid.
Oh. Malfunction.
Dang! Thank you. She didn't mean anything by it. It won't happen again, I promise.
You're right, it won't.
Will you forgive me, please?
No,
Please, I'll do anything.
presents are nice.
You want a present?
I was joking.
Name it.
Was joking.
Really, really love you.
I'd like new dress. Beauty always gets new dress. Been wearing this thing 7 years, and
And what?
been wearing this thing 7 years as well. A very, very long engagement.
Come with me.
Where?
We'll get married in the room of stories. Hurrah!
Here?
Matter is urgent and unavoidable.
Speak, Beauty.
Please, I want to go home.
Home?
I miss my family and I miss my father.
Leave here. It'll be lonely if you go.
I must go.
Patience, please.
Beauty mine! No go!
Beauty is not yours.
Ah!
You love her, you will let her go.
Here is my home, my hope, my happiness.
Turn the stone to face your palm and say, over land, over sea, any sea. Take me where my heart must be.
Thank you. Goodbye. Farewell, witch.
You're free to go.
Over land, any land. Over sea, any sea. Take me to where my heart must be.
Over land, over sea, take me where the heart must be. Any land, any sea, must be where the heart is free. Must be where the heart is free. Must be where the heart is free.
Grace.
I'm your daughter.
My daughter died 7 years ago.
Helen was my mother. She died when I was 5, and you shan't agree you are my father.
Every morning, I hoped Beast had spared your life. And yet, every evening, I feared he had eaten you.
Beast is good, Papa.
Then we work again.
Who that was Papa? Beauty's sister, my sister.
How's the universe, my brother?
Oh, you know, continually expanding.
You can't keep all to yourself, aren't you, Dad?
Sorry, it's just I'm really, sorry, it's just I'm so...
Now then, Andre.
Andre, don't fall over.
Beauty, I don't do that anymore.
Whose baby is that?
Shut that screaming rat up before I strangle it!
Veronique.
Just roll the pram into the river. Who's this?
Your sister?
Thought you were dead.
Apparently not.
I told you to never come back.
And here I am. Hi, losers.
Sis? Blob's back.
What do you want? Nothing.
So he wants to meet them.
Sorry.
Mary Claire, please.
Leave her alone, farmer boy.
Family, let's not fight.
Don't tell me
How
Stop
dare she?
being
How
rough like this.
She's your sister.
Well, she's the welcome.
All I can bring you.
I stand on my own 2 feet. Tie a rock round it and throw it in the drink.
Yeah. Right. Fancy drink. What's her name?
Madeline.
How old is she?
She'll be 1 3 weeks on Sunday.
And who's the father?
Son Lemaire in the village.
Veronique left him 6 weeks ago so we could buy a new house. And the other monster married a soldier 6 years ago. 3 months after their wedding, he went away to fight a war and hasn't been heard of since. Mary Claire claims she's still in love with him. She has a terrible reputation in the village.
She's unhappy, Andre.
She's a drunk papa. Shh, now, shh.
And what of you brothers? What's your story?
The farm stretches right down to the river. We make wine now.
The biggest wine growers in the region. Your brothers work hard.
Philippe's working so hard, papa.
We did it together, Andre. He invented a bottling process that halved our cost and changed everything.
Yeah, well, it's not really what I want to be doing.
Andre should go to Paris to study astronomy.
Yes, well, Philippe's working so hard, he should feel the joy out of his life. He should take time off to start playing sport again.
Boys, please.
Philippe's been engaged for 5 years and hasn't managed to get married.
I'm desperate to get married, Andre.
So what's holding you up?
I'm happy tending the garden and pruning the roses.
And where's Emil?
He locks himself in his bunker night and day, thinking of nothing but new ice cream flavours.
He hasn't showered in 2 years.
We should just seal up his silly bunker and force him to work in the vineyard. At least that way they can see the light of day.
Beauty? Emil! I've got a machine for making ice cream.
Let's go inside.
Tonight, it's ice cream on a stick.
Supper's ready.
I've created an icing sugar and... what was it again? Lemon curd sorbet. And my special for tonight is baked tapa with smoked haddock, boiled blackbird jelly with pigeon liver sauce. I don't think you would have tasted anything quite like it. Emil, that sounds absolutely disgusting.
Sis, no one must hear what I've got to say to you. Except you, of course. We've always hated Blob, right from the very beginning. Always playing with the boys and trying to steal Papa from us.
My handsome captain!
Sitting there over supper, bragging about her fancy boyfriend and her fabulous lifestyle with us, with our broken marriages and our broken hearts.
I love him now and I loved him then.
I thought of a way to really, really hurt her.
I'll love him till I die.
Listen! She can only stay for a month, right? And if she's late back, something awful happens at Casa El Bistini. So we're really nice to her to make her think we're on her side. And when it's time for her to go back, we need her to stay and help us become better people. She extends her stay, she's late back to the palace, and Beast features finally gets his mighty jaws a mashing into our dear little sis. It's a really, really good idea.
I love him. Oh no!
You crying, smelly, vomiting blob.
From hell!
What's the point in baby? Absolutely no idea.
Little lamb who made thee, dost thou know who made thee? Gave thee life and bid thee feed by the stream and o'er the mead. Little lamb who made thee, dost thou know who made thee?
You can keep her if you like her so much. I thought it would be nice to her. We'll start in the morning.
On the night that Beauty was due to leave for the palace,
I'm here, everybody.
they enjoyed one last family meal together, but this time to say goodbye.
Drinks in the garden.
Great news! I've created new technologies that make it possible for me to extract the essence of metals and precious stones.
Emil, not tonight.
The flavour of rock and ocean and tree. Here we have a curry and with coal dust Kool-Aid and aluminium cornet with a diamond flavoured chocolate flake, horse chestnut and emerald sorbet, Pacific Ocean and liver handbag sauce.
Listen, Shorty, nobody wants anything to do with your vile concoctions.
I'd like to scoop of vanilla though with a nice little biscuit.
Well, family, I've been saving this bottle for a very special occasion now. Well, you all know I've been engaged for rather a long time now. Well, finally, me and Genevieve set a date. We'll be married in spring.
Oh, at last.
Philip and Genevieve, a glorious wedding and a long and happy marriage. Can't wait to get rid of you.
I'm empty!
I just filled you up.
You drink after the toast, not before it.
Glad to see the back of you. Just me.
I'd also like to say something. I'm leaving you lot too. I'm going to Paris to study astronomy.
At last, Andre.
I'm
empty. To Andre, astronomy and Paris. Can't wait to get rid of you.
Can't wait to get rid of you.
And finally,
Here!
I haven't proposed the toast yet. Tonight, we are due to bid farewell to our dear little sis.
Good riddance to the vile monster.
But sis, I'm begging you, linger a little longer. Be billeted in the bulging bosom of your loving family.
I'm leaving at midnight.
What's she up to?
We've ruined our lives, sis, you see, and you're the only one that can save us.
We'll dance in her lungs.
I play my cello in the attic upstairs at midnight, weeping into my strings until I can't raise another note because I'm afraid of what's to become of me.
We'll roast her eyes on a spit.
Marie Claire gives ballet lessons in the village hall on a Saturday to try and recapture some of the scraps of bliss from the precious time that was Paris.
We'll drown her in the river like a kitten.
I am, let's face it, a single mother who can't even bring herself to like her own baby. Marie Claire's an adulteress and a drunk. But we want to change and you're the only one that can help us. Show us a way out of the hell in which we live and the worst hell which we may soon descend. Oh, we certainly wish we enjoyed some of the advantages you enjoy. A palace, a glorious home, the beast, a rich and powerful fiancé. You see, we are the unlucky ones. Ghosts who want to live, give us back our lives, thoughts that long to be roses, so prone as we are sick and want to be well again, help heal us. And think what might happen to little Maddie without her auntie to look after her.
I'll stay.
Promise?
Just for a few days.
That'll be quite long enough. Sis? So glad you're staying.
So glad.
She's up to something.
On the days that came to Fuller, I could never find Veronique and Mary Claire to have our important conversations.
Don't trust them.
All of our arrangements mysteriously misfired.
Beauty, they are not on your side.
They were filled with the most plausible excuses.
Beauty.
Beauty.
I was left feeling foolish, angry.
Beast.
You're right.
I'm coming.
Beauty is home now.
I'm sorry. I broke my word.
All failed.
I failed your trust.
All made mistakes.
I broke my word.
Be not discouraged.
I have no magic that can save him.
Till then, do you remember? On our first day at the palace, we agreed to not speak of marriage until I could put my hand on my heart and know that it was full of love and joy. And I considered your proposal deeply. Without fear, without pity, I will be your bride.
Curse! The curse is broken!
Heart full,
Of love,
heart full.
of joy.
I was the beast and I am free. Witch! Who did this to me?
Esmeralda cursed you.
Who's Esmeralda?
A witch. You used her powers for evil and not for good.
Show me. Let the boy live in perpetual spirit. Let him disnatured be and live half man, half beast, and to rebel all humankind like him, bearing the name cannibal, although he be not. Why does she bury me in hell?
She looked into your cot and fell in love with you. As you grew, her love grew deeper, and disguised as a nurse and then as a tutor, she lived beside you for 18 years. On the day you came to manhood, it was declared that you would leave home to seek a wife and see the world. And Esmeralda, terrified at the thought of losing you, turned herself into a princess and asked for your hand. When you refused, said you could never leave her, said no other woman could have what she loved most. She put that curse upon you.
Cut her to pieces with my sword!
When Beast was born, Esmeralda believed she'd find peace. Her prince depended on her and was shaped to repel all rivals. But even as Beast's birth blood dried on her hand, the cold, clear waters of repentance fell from her cheeks, and distraught at the horror of her curse and employing all the magic in her power, tried to blast you out of the torment into which she cast you. But the spell could not be broken quickly with her blatant force. The words of Esmeralda's antidote.
Let me read it. When a maiden choose to marry this monster, freely choose, in love and joy, and without pity, innocent of my curse, and of its cure, then will the evil end. Then will the prince be free. With this, you two save me.
Prince, I am Esmeralda. The curse was mine. Your sword will bring me peace.
You cursed me?
She cursed you and then she gave her life to save you.
Witch?
Deserve to die.
Your plan is monstrous. But your death will resolve nothing that has been lost. You work selflessly, bring me up your cup. Stand up.
I am not worthy.
Wait. Can I ask one last favor?
Speak.
Will you bring Beauty's family to the wedding?
Okay. Of course, from the east of the sun to the west of the moon. Beauty's family to this room. East, sun, west, moon. Beauty's family to this room.
Was that some kind of super gravitational kinetic force, Beauty?
We were at the hairdresser.
Completely inconvenient, Beauty.
Does anyone fancy a stick of candy floss?
What? An ice cream, Emil?
I moved on now, sister. Now, I make all kinds of confectionery.
I'd love to try some.
What flavour is it?
Emil has made a lobster claw and baked and roasted confectionery sprinkled with a little chewing gum and cow's udder sauce.
I'm getting more in the middle of the road, you see, to appeal to the family market. I can't keep living in that bunker, sister. Have you tried some yet?
No. Good, it's really, really good.
Beauty, where's Beast?
And so Beauty told her family the whole story. Her brothers were amazed and her sisters were delighted.
Oh, sis, to meet a prince at last. Let's do it.
Bonjour. Shreilish, enchanté.
Oh, something grovelling and witty in French.
Oh, this man must be my husband.
Do I have your permission to marry your daughter, sir?
With all my heart.
For you two, there'll be no happy end. You've been turned to statues by a witch. You can still hear and see and feel, but you'll remain trapped in stone watching beauty's happiness until you rid your hearts of vanity, envy, spite and pride. Don't wait too long. Farewell.
You're leaving.
My work is done.
If we need you,
Seek me.
where?
In silence. At which point to avoid protracted and sentimental goodbyes, the witch turned herself into a raven and flew to a better place.
We must return to the world of mankind.
There's so much work to be done.
It is right, it should be so. The man is made for joy and woe, and with this we rightly know.